nice. We'll get the
fighter of the night.
How's it going, everyone? This is Frank Cavone.
I'm Doug Quimby.
And we are Kinda Live.
Kinda Livin.
This is episode 26 of the Mirth Films podcast, and we want to thank you again for tuning in live every single week. And just want to give a big shout out to all the employees and staff at MeMax Brewworks for inviting us to do our 25th episode of the Kinda Live podcast live from MeMax Brewworks, England's Falls, New York. Excuse me. Busy week, fun week. We skipped Wednesday yesterday, but eventually we're hoping to solidify the day again to get back on track with everything.
Indeed,
but hey, we're doing it every week. And you can also listen to us on iTunes and Spotify, which is awesome. And especially if you can't make it or listen to the podcast on that designated night, we understand. And don't forget, you can also, for those live listeners, you can chat with us in the live chat group, right either on the side, or how is it usually when you look at the live chat on your phone? Isn't it usually like popping up over the screen? Or
on the phone, I think it's below the video. If you're looking at a computer, I know it's to the right.
Yeah. Dylan or Deanna, let us know what it looks like from a phone. Anybody who's using it from a phone helps us definitely, know things. We're only on this side, so we can't watch our live stream.
I have no idea.
The only time I really watch live streams is when it's like, like right before you have dinner with your family. Like it always happens to me. Weird scenario, but like especially like when Phish is on the road. Phish is on the road and it's a show you can't make, but you get the live notification on YouTube. Set one opener starting, and it's like, fuck. I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom. It's like, oh yeah, that happened one time. It was like, I shouldn't even know the date, but it's like 12/29/2017. And open up with Cavern. Correct me if I'm wrong. It was 29th or 30th. Whatever.
Frankie Cavone, the dedicated Phish fan. Right?
Yeah. Hey, what can I say? And just speaking of good live music, we saw a lot of great live music starting last Thursday. Andy Frasco in the UN. Woo, woo!
That was
Holy
a
shit.
rock and roll show.
That was that was a fucking rock and roll show to a T.
Like, that was probably one of the best performances I have ever seen from a musician.
Seriously.
Most definitely. It was so high energy from, like, start to finish. It had me grooving and just dancing around the entire time. I got belligerent.
You did.
It was fantastic.
Lost in the sauce. Hey, it's all right. Honestly, it was probably one of the best live performances I've seen in a while. We got to meet Andy Frasco at the end. We were supposed to do board games with band members, but maybe we'll catch them at the Summit at, where is it? Queensberry Motel, November 8th and 9th. Hotel, Holiday Inn. And, but yeah.
Queensberry Hotel, the Summit, I want to say November 9th?
Yeah, it's 8th and 9th.
8th and 9th. No, it's going to be an amazing venue. Who else is playing there?
Oh, so we got Wild Adriatic. We have Andy Frasco in the UN. We have Chestnut Grove, Let's Be Leonard, Annie in the Water. We have Rustic Overtones and Sly Fox and the Hustlers. I'm trying to think of all the ones. We'll ask Mateo from Wild Adriatic. We'll get a poster up here so you guys can see it.
But that's definitely going to be a killer freaking show.
Killer show. And just back to the performance, it was just over the top. I mean, the guy's antics on stage are no one can top it, honestly, in the scene. And it's like the fact that that's mixed in with kind of like the jam band crowd, it's like kind of weird.
But it's so fitting.
You think so?
I feel like it's like where it has this, because I feel like every time I've gone to a jam show for like the past few years, like that's the type of energy that I'm like when I get there is like what I'm hoping for.
You're looking for that.
And it's never really, it sometimes can be close to that, but they always take dips and dives down. But like Andy Frasco is just like boom, 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 boom. Like we are here to party, rage, and have a great time. Like hopping up on his piano, and even like besides Andy Frasco, like his band is amazing too. Like when they all switch instruments and the drummer is like literally like playing half of the guitar with the guitar player.
Oh yeah, like and not just that, it's like okay, he like they're like, all right, everybody switch, and like I forgot I met somebody actually who's cousins with the bassist of the band.
Really?
The bassist was an insane drummer. The guy in the white.
He
kick
like,
ass.
Just, like it was like probably like more intense than like what the drumming was for like the entire show. Basically, just like him just going ham. Like it was dude, like any of these people could play any other instrument, and this band would still be amazing.
Exactly. Yeah. No. Seriously. And like, just like
I feel
going
like
back
that's
to it,
just two
guitarist. First of all, the guitarist is probably they're all equally good. Like Ernie Chang, the saxophone player.
Oh
freaking
my God.
insane.
Amazing.
And like he about like Shawn Eccles, guitarist, was just insane on the guitar too.
Yep.
Yeah, and then like how like not only was the drummer like around his back and shredding, they would like shred and then he would come back and then like go into into like Crazy Train.
Yeah.
And then like they would go into like some like like I don't know, hardcore style like drumming like breakdown. And then at one point they were doing the bassist was like doing dubstep with like his like that was I'm editing the video right now. Like I was editing last night. I bought myself a Bush 6-pack, and I was like, oh my God, I wish I was back there. Like I had somebody tell me that he was a one-trick pony at the show, and I was like I could see what he was saying in like having like the antics play a role in the performance, but at the same time, I don't believe that whatsoever because his songwriting capabilities are awesome. And all the songs, even if it's like for those guys out there who can't listen to those sappy songs, he like Change of Pace.
Change of Pace.
What's the other one?
Oh my God. Something to do with love, I feel.
Yeah. Love is a waiting game.
Love is a waiting game.
Yes. Yeah, Love is a waiting. Then you got songs like Smoking Dope and Rock and Roll. And then Who's Making Love to Your Old Lady while you're out. Wow. Who's making love to your old lady?
I'm just gonna look him up.
While you was out making love. Like, he writes about the essence of rock and roll. Like if you don't know Andy Frasco, go check him out.
Check him out.
And if you're in the Glens Falls area, November 8th and 9th, buy your tickets to the summit because I can put my personal 100% guarantee or your money back if you don't like Andy Frasco. Because I'm just saying, I really believe, like, that was probably one of the best live shows I've ever seen, like, opposite Phish. Like, there's nothing, to me, like, I don't know. I'm so sick of hearing the same standard rock and roll shows because a lot of these classic rock bands are just rock and roll. Play the whole goddamn same set list. Don't, go through the motions or... I'm not saying every band, but when somebody like that comes around, that's something special.
It really is. It's something that sticks out from everybody else, and especially the jam scene being just so diluted with what seems just
with
like
the
same.
Jam. Yeah.
There's so much of the same thing going around, so this is definitely just like something out of the ordinary and really just worth the time to take a look at.
There's no way this guy's not going to be like, honestly, the next biggest rock star.
Yes.
Unless he like fucking kills himself from like, just touring and partying. Like that's.
But it seems like that's something that he was doing like a couple years back, and now he's like changing the pace and like
with the album,
like that whole album is just about like mental health and just like being better about yourself and just like pushing forward through all those hard times, and like he's doing good.
He's
doing
rocking
great out.
Yeah, and it's so cool.
He also has his own podcast,
Andy Frasco's World Saving Podcast on iTunes. Go that's to me the best. Like, I don't know.
It's a great podcast.
It's awesome.
Then beating pretty much just anybody like. I mean, we'll get into this later.
Yeah, we'll get into this later, but it is, I don't know.
Andy Frasco,
check him out. Other than that, checked out Lark Fest this weekend in downtown Albany. I got to see Wavy Cunningham. He was the man. He was hustling vodka. His friends were selling vodka, so they had a vodka tent. Sweet. And then I saw Joe Davis and Libby. That was really cool. Saw a bunch of other cool people. Laz, saw him. That was awesome. And honestly, music... other like the difference between Pearl-Palooza and Larkfest to me, Larkfest is a party. You go there to party, like whereas like Pearl-Palooza, the acts are not knocking the other acts, but the acts are like the draw, and they had free Death Wish too at Pearl-Palooza. So I think I enjoyed Pearl-Palooza a little more, but Larkfest was a lot of fun. I ended up getting being safe, taking an Uber ride home with Ramon.
Very good, very good.
And a couple other people, and then decided like it was a good idea to get 2 boxes of White Castle veggie burgers.
Oh my God.
And I ate 7 out of 8 of them.
Jesus.
And then I, like, for some odd reason, left one in Ramon's fridge, solid frozen. It was kind of stupid. But it was, much needed. So
For sure,
that was cool. Checked out Jim Herring, 5 of 7, his brand new solo group. Jim Herring of Widespread Panic played the Egg on Tuesday, and which was an awesome show. And check out photos on our website, mirth-films.com. You can see the whole gallery from the show, and you can just also check out all the just original video content that we have, all the Kind of Life, Kind of Living podcasts. You can check out just the latest concert reviews and just alternative news that we share. And we got a great team providing you great content. And also, you can go to our merch, the merch section of our website, pick up a couple Mirth Films shirts. We got a couple other variations of stuff. We got the Mirth Films hats, which we're really excited about. Yep. Shout out to Courtney Guttenberg for making the store possible, because we always wanted to do it. Couldn't figure out how to get on our website, and then made these adjustments to our website. She, with her expertise, got just everything set up, and now we got probably 15 items on there.
Yeah, about that.
And we just want to apologize about the beep, too. No, yes. Somebody is not on life support, and it's not our podcast, because we're going to be going all year long.
Yeah, no, we're only getting tapped in on people listening, but just like you viewers.
Yeah, you guys are already.
We're great content.
It's a party with you. So, other than that, yeah, I had a meeting with Dave Edmond today, which was really cool, doing some cool things with Fins Up LG, which is this new music festival that's coming to the festival grounds. Same promoter, awesome people behind Adirondack Independence Music Festival at the same location in Charles Arbor Park, June 19th to the 21st, pretty sure. But it's Father's Day weekend, and if you're a Pearhead, you're going to party like it's Key West, because Dave has a margarita bar. He's got a couple other things planned, and there's gonna be 20 like tropical rock style acts, which I never even knew were a thing. I was when he told me, I was like, what the fuck is this? Kinda. I was like, what? I was like, what is this? And cause into my head, but you know what? And I was on the flip side, the first time I ever went to a jam band concert, I was like,
who are all these people?
At first I was like, why? How is Twiddle gonna be anything like the Allman Brothers? We were talking about that today, how there was a lot of people that year when Twiddle and Allman Brothers played the same day. A lot of people stayed for Twiddle. And me thinking now, it's okay, you gotta have an open mind about certain things, which is a little hard for me, gotta admit. But yeah, no, it was so Fins Up LG, from what Dave told me, they're Jimmy Buffett has a huge following, just so.
Dude, he has his own station on Sirius XM.
So there's got to be a reason, just like how Fisher's Farmhouse, Heavy Things. That's Cheeseburger in Paradise, and then what's the other one? Margaritaville.
Yeah, Margaritaville, bro.
Yeah,
dude, both bangers. Gotta admit, when those come on, man.
Yeah.
Around.
You know what you're asking for at the bar.
Yeah, no, I mean, I feel that's probably just from outside of jam scene looking in, just who are all of these bands playing this one basically similar sound, Fins Up.
Fins Up.
Fins Up.
June 19th through 21st.
Getting tropical up in
here. And then lastly, can't wait to share some stuff about this. But got to order some new equipment. We're going to be starting multicam live streaming for Mirth Films. So if there's any bands that you would want to see multicam live streamed, or just I don't know, if you want, if you want your family dinner multicam live streamed, we can do that.
We got you covered.
We got you. Just want to bring you the greatest quality content. That's all. No, but yeah, we're excited to figure out how to use that stuff, just like how we figured out how to live stream. Yep. I mean, it only took 26 episodes to figure it out. So, I think
we've almost. I
remember just the first time picking I was like, damn, I know I want to do something like this. and like because it was something like we were, I don't know what like made us.
I feel like we're just like trying to think of like, okay, what's something we can do weekly that we can get some like video out of. And I also felt like, you know, just like me and you back and forth rhetoric has always just been very entertaining.
Yes,
and,
yeah.
Like, even people from the outside looking in, it's like, it's some funny stuff. So it's like, oh, let's try to capture that on video, and podcasts seem to be the best way to do that. And, you know, this is not 26 weeks later, probably something around
like 35.
yeah. You know, taking a couple weeks off here and there. You know, we're busy people. You know, it's hard out here. Life is a thing.
Yeah.
But I think we've this is going to something very awesome.
We never used to have the soundboard over here. We used to have this little M audio box, which I used to use it to record guitar into in college, and then when I thought I had a possible potential career in making beats and using Fruity Loops.
You still might.
Hey, you know.
You're still a young man.
Yeah, I made the song for your homecoming part.
Exactly.
I was thinking of that. I was like, the other day, I was like driving down the road. I was like, that bass line, do deep, do. I'm like, yeah, dude. I could totally just been found, just ride to this, dude. Just for 10 hours in the car.
10 hours.
What song is this? Don't worry about it. No, but yeah. And then, so we upgraded to this, and then, you know, eventually figure out how to use graphics, and then maybe like 3 episodes figure out how to put video on it, which was fucking awesome.
Dude, we started using audio.
You gotta start doing that. If we start utilizing more video aspects, with playing things, with the intentions of keeping the audio listener, you know, in tune on what's going on. What would you like to see us do? What would you know, even like we're trying to, like, as we grow, we want to get more, you know, ideas as far as like having a set, you know, some cool segments of the show. If you guys got anything you would like to see, please let us know. You can either let us know through the top chat, or we have a basic email address that you can send any information that you would, you know, to us on just improvements or just things you would want to see, like I said.
Or things you think we might need to know.
Exactly. mirthisking518@gmail.com. I'll make sure to put it in the description after. You know what? I never put anything in the description after. I always say that. So let me just write that down.
Write that down. You know what? I'm going to start looking at the chats because it seems like we got a whole bunch. So, Deanna Bushy, it pops up on the screen over Doug if you're watching it sideways on the phone. I think she's referring to the chat. And, I mean, at least you can look at Frankie's pretty face while everyone's talking. It looks good from a phone, and I watch every week from one. Hell yeah, Dylan McKenzie. Thank you. Shout out, 6Man. Custom V Rocker. I watch from a hardwired desktop and have a wire connection to the modem. Just kind of like the stuff we got back there. You know, hey, solid and reliable. You can't beat the desktop computer.
Literally.
Like,
you can't.
I mean, you can't move with it.
Never have to charge it.
Never do. Never have to worry about Wi-Fi connection.
Wi-Fi is nothing
like
to a desktop.
And also, you can get a really big screen. Like, my mom has a 55-inch TV screen as her desktop computer. Like,
yeah, your mom has like a freaking.
She's got the setup. She even has like a Bose sound system.
Yeah, your mom's got it all hooked up.
Yeah, dude. It's
Go,
nice.
Kathy.
Nice. Kathy Steele. Shouts out to my mother. She's a great woman.
Awesome woman.
Hope you got to work soon. Let's get back to this. Glaze 420. Phish is no good.
Read the book.
Just read the fucking book, man. Custom V Rocker. Mac Dim Media, who is not on tonight, as far as I know, is usually on the laptop with Wi-Fi and should be working on the Larkfest fix on the desktop I'm using.
Well, Custom V, tell Dylan to get it with the program.
Like, come on, man.
We need him for the show, too.
Every show, we need him. Custom V Rocker, 27-second latency tonight. Sweet. Coming through. PT Sucks, come from Glaze 420.
I have a feeling that I know who that is.
Cool. We're on to you.
Glaze 420. PT Sucks.
Dude, they suck so much.
So much.
And Jimmy Buffett
Physical
fans,
training, I hate physical training.
Dude.
PT is the worst.
No, I feel like that would be pretty good if you were injured, like to get back on your. I feel like physical training is definitely helpful.
So, physical training's cool.
Physical training's cool. I don't know what you're talking about, Glaze 420. Get at me. And Dylan McKenzie, Jimmy Buffett fans are called parrot heads.
Yes,
Just
they
like
are.
Grateful Dead fans are called deadheads. We all got a following, and we all have heads.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you know?
And the band is there's a band called Dirty Heads. I mean.
Oh, didn't even think about that.
No, not at all. And yeah.
So you know what? I got some news for this week.
Let's hear it.
The Area 51 raid finally happened, and everyone's still here, which means it was
pretty lame.
It was kind of a dud, slightly a dud. But I mean, like people like went and showed up. Alien stock happened, but like there only like 100 people actually showed up to the gates of Area 51. It was kind of just like a big hangout. Like the security guards are kind of just laughing at everybody. You had like Naruto runners like coming in and swerving at the security guards, and they're just like kind of like just kicking them away. Like, what are you doing? There's like people with like huge signs that said "clap alien cheeks." Yeah, you should have that face. It was basically a meme fest, which is how it should have played out.
What the fuck?
No one got injured. No one actually tried to raid it.
Well, that's not interesting at all.
I mean, it was a big joke. What do you expect?
I mean...
Would you raid Area 51, Frankie?
If I hit going, I probably would. I only hit going to the ones I know I'm going to. So... I probably wouldn't have done it.
I mean, they went.
I definitely wouldn't have done it. Yeah, no. Honestly, yeah.
Just trying to see them aliens, man.
Oh, man. I was really looking forward to something. You kind of build this hype up week after week, dog.
You know, like it could have been something, but I'm kind of glad it wasn't. Like, yo, like no one needed to get hurt.
No. That's
like,
too bad.
Everyone just needed to laugh. So Area 51, the secrets are still there. But the Pentagon did, like, confirm that, like, not the Pentagon. The U.S. Navy confirmed that, like, some clip that was released, like, about a year ago through, like, Tom DeLonge's To the Stars Academy, apparently, like, got access and released it of, like, some UFO footage. They confirmed that it was real. So, disclosure? I don't know.
So hey, first step is self-admittance. The government's on their way to fully explaining. Hopefully.
I mean, like, it's about time.
Yeah, it is. What else we got to talk about? Fresh. How was Balloon Festival? You never talked to me about it.
Balloon Fest was actually really fun, and I still don't remember the last time I was there before, like, this weekend, like, at least a decade. Like, my dad used to, like, volunteer there, so, like, when I was, like, a kid, like, I used to just go on the bouncy houses all day, and it was like the funnest day of the year, like no lie. But you know, as I got older, I stopped going. So like it was really cool to like actually go there, like get there like early in the morning. Like we got there at like probably like 4 a.m. and still like waited in line and everything. Like it was wild how like popular the Balloon Fest is. But like it was super cool just like being there when all the like huge balloons just got to like set up and like take
Was it
off.
dark when you got there?
It was night, yeah.
Oh, it was nighttime.
I mean, basically.
Oh, I thought you went in the morning. Like
well, I mean, it was morning, but it was like night out. There was no sun.
What time was it?
It was like we left here at like 3:45. We got there.
People were there.
We waited in line.
How long?
Probably like 20, 30 minutes before they opened up the gates to let people start parking. And yeah, no, there was people there like probably like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
But we also did get pretty decent parking. Like it wasn't too far from like
that's good.
Like we were like right there was like balloons getting set up and taking off like right in front of where our car was. So it was pretty convenient. But like you just got to commit to the earliness.
Yeah.
But like it was a really cool event, and it was like just very peaceful, just like watching the sunrise and then like watching all the balloons go up, you know, like
totally.
It was cool. Balloon Fest is rad. I get it.
You should have brought a camera. I would have given you a camera for the fucking thing.
Yep. Next
time, my dude. Yeah,
my dude.
And I was thinking, I was like, damn, that fell on the same day as Larkfest. I mean, it's multiple days, but like, I was like, shit. In my head, I was like, okay, Larkfest is like. You're trying to get down, party, you go to Larkfest that day.
Yeah.
You're trying to hang out, you know.
With the fam.
Hey, with the fam, with the chick, you know, or just want to have a sandwich and take some pictures.
You go to Balloon Fest.
You go to the Balloon Fest.
But like at the same moment, you do have to get there like really early. Like we left probably at like 7:30, and like most of the balloons, or at least like half of the balloons, have already taken off. And like once they take off, they're not coming back. You know?
Oh, really?
Like, dude, so that's like my biggest thing. It's just like with hot air balloons, like, okay, you like start this one spot, balloon festival, you take off, and then the wind, you kind of go where the wind's blowing you. So the wind is just taking all the balloons over there. And so I'm kind of wondering, like, okay, like, and then like the people.
How do you control the direction?
I feel like you can't. You can just kind of control up and down. So, like, the people who, like, were on the ground and, like, with the truck and, like, the whole thing for, like, the hot air balloon, like, after, like, the first one went up, like, I noticed them leave. I'm just like, oh, like, they have to actually, like, go drive and, like, to wherever they land, which is who knows where. You could, like, land in just somebody's lawn.
And the Adirondacks.
Yeah. Just have this guy pull up, like, hey, can we come pick up our hot air balloon? Like, that's like,
hey, it's a big misunderstanding.
Like, imagine you're just, like, hanging out with the family at the pool, you know, you're grilling some burgers, and all of a sudden, just a hot air balloon just won't.
It just starts getting darker from the shade. Yeah, you're just like, what the fuck? This is my day off. But I don't know why I was thinking this. What show from Nickelodeon was it where the parents were stuck in a hot air balloon forever?
Dude, I've been trying to, like, since I was there, I've been trying to think of all the hot air balloon content I've been given, like, past the year. I don't know.
I feel like it's, like, not Drake and Josh, but, like, they're, like, these parents just...
It was, like, actors? Was it, like, like, That's So Raven or something like that?
Ooh, it might be.
What other? Maybe Lizzie McGuire.
Yeah, we need a young Jamie for this stuff.
Dude, hey. I timed it perfectly, just saying. Dylan McKenzie. What are we talking about? What is the show with the people getting stuck in the hot air balloon? Oh, is it Sweet Life of Zach and Cody? No, I don't know. I'm just kind of just spitting out random shows that I used to watch.
Yeah, I'm going to go down a fucking rabbit hole.
Moving on. The Amanda Show, Deanna Bush just said.
Oh!
Thank you.
Wow. Good call. Yeah. That would suck.
Have you ever ridden in a hot air balloon?
No. But when I went to Warrensburg Elementary School, we, like, as a treat for the kids, we got to watch our principal go up in a hot air balloon. I was like...
Did you just say as a treat for the kids?
Pretty much.
That's some...
It's like, oh, watch how...
That's dumb.
Oh, I hate that guy. No, I'm just kidding. I don't even remember him.
That makes no sense.
Yeah.
But okay.
All right. Back on topic.
Back onto the topics. Street League. Oh my God.
Yeah.
The skateboarding competition just had the World Crown Championship over the weekend. It was in Brazil.
Totally.
Like, so many amazing skateboarders have been coming from there. And, yeah, it was definitely one of the best street leagues I've seen to date. Like, the top 4 people who are, I'll give you the standings. In 4th place came Kevin Hoffler. 3rd place, Gustavo Ribeiro from France, I want to say. 2nd place, Yuto Horigame from Tokyo. And then 1st place, Nigel Houston, the American boy. Which, I mean, is, you know...
Expected.
Yeah. But, you know, obviously, like, everybody was killing it. Like, there was... Almost like every trick was like 9 club. Like, it was amazing. Like, everyone was really going at, like, for a while you weren't sure if, like, Nigel was gonna win. Like, he was, like, down and out for, like, most of the competition, came back, like, the last, like, 3 tricks.
I think I saw, you know what, there's this guy you should follow. You guys should follow, too, on Instagram. His name's Shrimp Daddy. It's like this video of, and it probably is from that. Like, Nigel does like a fakey 360 kickflip, like board side.
Yes.
Dude,
yes. No. That's when he like came back. Like, you were just like kind of like laughing at Nigel at that point. Like, dude, like, you suck. Like, everyone is going. And like, he was like down the leaderboard. And, like, he just bailed like 2 tricks. And then he just came out with that. And you're like, oh, here it comes.
What did he get? Like, what was the score for that?
He got 36.9, and the 2nd place got 36.6. 3rd place got...
Who was that? Yuto no Origami?
Yuto Origami. And then... Origami. Fuck.
Yuto no Origami.
And then 3rd place, Gustavo. He got 36.2. Like, it was so close. Like, it was, like, 0.23 away from each other. Like, it was a very... tight competitions. So yeah, that was Street League.
Damn.
Olympics are coming next year. Skateboarding is progressing to the mainstream, and it's amazing.
It is, honestly, it is. For I'm pumped. Anybody who's skating and not scootering is a cool person.
Yeah, and also, I mean, related to that, the next new skateboarding game has just been released to like early access session. So like skateboarding.
What is early access for those people who don't know?
So early access, that means the game isn't completely finished yet.
Okay.
I mean, but they're letting you pretty much work with just like,
You buy into the game pretty much.
Yes, and like,
Now, does PS4 do that too?
Not released for PS4 yet.
Just the Xbox One?
Well, right now it's only for Steam in October, so in like a week or two it'll be released for the Xbox One, Xbox preview game.
Game
thing.
preview, yeah.
Xbox game preview, yep. And yeah, so it's like they're still working on like the full game, but I mean it's still very glitchy and all that, but I mean like you can still give your feedback and they're still working on things, so it's like pretty much like you're buying like I would say like 3/4 of the game, because you can still go on, play the game to basically its fullest and have like a great time with it. Like there's a whole bunch of YouTubers out there making like just a whole bunch.
And there's
of
been a bunch
content.
of great games that have gone that path too.
Exactly, yeah. So I mean like it's almost there, but like at least everyone who's been like having their eye on it and really excited for it, like me, are finally getting their chance to get their hands on it, like even before it's finished, because I don't really mind. Like I don't need a fully finished skateboarding game. Like as long as I can do some like kickflip, tray flips, like
so
it seems like it's
man.
gonna be like a super simulation. Like pretty much just like you really have to.
It's
learn
like
the
playing
tricks.
like Forza for skateboarding.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. Or like Goat Simulator.
Don't get me started, man. It's one of the best games ever. I'm sorry.
Oh, please go on. Please go on about Goat Simulator, Frankie. I love it.
It's the only game I have on my cell phone. I play it probably once a year and a half.
Yeah,
honestly,
that's not too bad.
I don't really play video games. We had this conversation before, which is kind of fucking lame. The last video game I sat down personally and played at least twice in 1 week for like a year, it was Tony Hawk's Underground 2 on the PS2.
Not bad.
So basically at my desk at home, I have my whole computer like set up, equipment, and then on my desk in the back I have this little square TV where I have my PS2 hooked up to, and I just play sometimes.
There you go.
But Goat Simulator, that's my cell phone jam, and it's just nice, because it's like you're playing Tony Hawk, but you're a goat and you fuck shit up. It's really it. Or you like grab people with your tongue, or like go down a slide, like. I'm a goat,
I'm a goat.
So it's the closest thing you can get to Tony Hawk on a cell phone. Because the thing that sucks on cell phones, at least iPhones, okay, they made let's say a developer makes a game on that came out like iPhone 3G era, right? Prime example, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2.
Yeah.
When they released that for the iPhone, I was like, I have it. I have the power in the pocket. and then like I remember I had a couple Androids, but in between probably broke a phone, whatever.
Yeah.
And then like got like the 5C and tried to play it on it, and it would just like crash every time. I was fucking pissed. Because it's like, you just stripped me from my childhood. And come on,
Apple.
But
you need to do all that.
Yeah, it's a good portable game. I don't know how we got onto the topic, but
SLS
Street League Session. Yeah, so go check out Session, and I mean, they're really saving the day. Like you've done so much research on it. Honestly, you should probably we should probably see if we can get some more information.
Yeah, I wanna probably should. But yeah, like
bring Skate 4, but
I mean that's
Session, man,
and that's really like they're calling, because obviously, at least it seems I won't say obviously, it seems that Skate 4 is not going to happen, unfortunately, for what seems to be no reason.
Bullshit
reasons. Like it would be a top seller. Like people would we're still buying Skate 2 and Skate 3.
We were still buying used pre-owned 360s to play Skate 2.
Like what are you doing, EA? Just get on it.
Yeah. But maybe this forces them. Like, hey, we got competition.
That's what I think it will. But I mean, like, But with that, it's like I tried playing the demo, and like it is a completely different control scheme from Skate. Like I'm excited to learn it, but I also know like I'm gonna suck at this game.
Well, how was it for the first time when you played Skate?
Dude, I could not 360 flip for the life of me. Every time I tried to ollie, I would do like a heel
360
flip
pop shot,
or like a very heel. Like I just couldn't pop straight.
Oh, when you tried to ollie?
Yes. Like it just would not. And yeah, the 360 shove is when it came. And also, I feel like I remember the first time I played it was on like a PlayStation 3 that like you had. Like I loved the game, but like I could not work the game. It was difficult.
Actually, I find it easier.
Well, no, at this point, like it's definitely easier, but like getting used to that, cause only coming from like Tony Hawk, like it was just a
shit! Don't ollie with that. Yeah.
Yes.
Like
I'm not hitting like square and like over on the D-pad to do a kick.
No,
like,
that's not how you do a melon.
no, like it was just a completely different world, and I feel like that's what this is, but it's gonna be a whole lot more similar to how skateboarding is in real life, and that has me excited because I feel like that's what I look for. And when I play skate, I like to play it in a realistic fashion, you know?
Yeah.
Like how it would go down in real life, not just like straight flip 360 nose blunt, then like now they like laser flip.
You know, think about it. The one good thing that has come out of that is that kids these days are skating just like that.
You got a point.
Yeah.
You got a point. People are going so
They're going
hard on
places.
skateboard these days. It's too gnarly.
It is too gnarly.
I couldn't imagine just trying half the things the kids are doing.
No, seriously. I mean, I never progressed past the fake heel flip, and that's like that's a trick.
You landed a fakey big flip one time.
That was sick on film.
I
made sure to film that shit. No, but yeah, no, I think Phish plays the lizards more than I do fake heel flips. Seriously, I'm not kidding.
Oh my god, that's fucking hilarious.
So, what else we got news going on? Is that it?
No, so
because I have one news piece.
But you want to save it?
I want to save it.
He's got a present for me or surprise something.
I was fucking with that.
Bang Energy, this stuff right here. Well, you can't. Can you see that? This stuff.
Bang.
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 It's straight ridiculous. Like, let me.
I
have half a beer.
I don't know what I was thinking. Hold on.
Chug, 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 chug. But you know he never does that when we cheers. Okay, Bang Energy. I finally it's been a thing for like the past few months. I've seen people like talking about it. Finally got my hands on one, and yeah, this shit is fucked. Like,
you've tried it? I don't drink energy drinks, so what is it like?
It's like drugs. It's like you have not drinking an energy drink, and it's like you feel like you start grinding your teeth. Like you feel like you're like. I drank one at work. I only drank like a quarter of it because like I had no food in my system, so like I knew it just like from energy drinks in the past, like can't drink energy without having food. But I drank like a quarter of it, and like I was on like hyper speed, just like on the side, like like getting it. Like it was wild. Bang Energy. You had to be like 18 to buy it, but apparently it's also healthy. Like, it has, like, no, like, sugar. It's just,
so, but why is it in the news again?
Oh, it's not in the news. I just tried it, and I'm just like, this shit's wild.
Oh, okay.
Like,
all right.
Like,
wow.
yeah, no, like, it... And, like, while I was drinking this...
Better than coffee?
I mean, if you're trying to wake up, this is gonna wake you up. I'll tell you that. But, like, honestly, like, with your bitter-ass black coffee drinking mouth, like, you probably wouldn't like it. It's super sweet, but, like, there's also no
There's a lot of caffeine?
A good amount of caffeine,
a lot of taurine.
But no sugar. Maybe not taurine. Super creatine. And this Ultra COQ10, which is who knows?
Yeah, who knows? Same thing that's killing jewel smokers. Just kidding.
But it has these things called like branch chain amino acids, which I mean they sound like amino acids. That's in your body already, so that's probably good for you. Who knows? And you have to be 18 to buy it. Heads up for you.
No
youngins.
way. Where'd you buy it?
18 plus. Oh, Sunoco. Where else do you buy things like this?
Gas station.
No,
Yeah.
like it feels like it should be like alcohol. Like it feels like it doesn't feel like an energy drink. Like it feels wrong. It feels like it shouldn't be legal. So like go hop on this before they take it off the shelves and figure it out.
I gotta, you know what?
You should try one.
You know, I probably like on a day like
if you ever need
if
to
I'm like
crank out,
hungover, I think I might get a bang.
God, I wouldn't imagine that. Like I'm like.
What do you
here's
mean?
what I'm thinking.
Why did
like,
you say that? Because you just said it would wake you up. Now.
Oh no, it definitely wakes you up. But like also like, well, at least for me, when I'm hungover, I can't eat food, and I'm just like, the thought of just anything besides water is just nauseating. So it's just like drinking like a super sweet energy drink is just like not on the palate. You know what I'm saying? But like, hey, so like, say when you have like hours upon hours on footage and you have to like crank out a video tonight, this is gonna keep you up until you fucking complete that video. I'll tell you that. Right. You don't even stay up for it the whole time it exports, bro.
Oh, that's a long time. That's longer than the editing time.
Yeah, boy. Bang energy.
Bang.
Go get yourself one.
Go bang yourself.
Go bang yourself. Oh man.
All right.
Other than that, the Juul CEO stepped down.
Good. He's a chicken.
Yeah,
He's running from his problems.
Dude, he could not take all the vaping outrage that's been happening. Like, flavors are getting banned in multiple states. I know California is warning just everybody to just stop vaping. Like, it's not good for you. But you know what I found interesting?
There was a Surgeon General warning about it.
I mean, dude, on the package, it's like, yo, this contains nicotine.
This
like,
will kill you.
Like, yeah,
pretty
like
much.
It's, like, you know, we understand. It's okay. But yeah, no, what I found very interesting is that who took over for him was like an executive from one of like the companies that produces like Marlboro cigarettes.
Oh.
So Juul is gonna go.
Juul's going up, unfortunately.
They're gonna keep
and
going.
stay away from it.
Yes.
And you quit.
Yes. I'm gonna quit.
You better.
This is gonna be the last podcast you see me with one of these.
You better hold them to it.
This is the internet. I have to go about. I have to abide.
Yeah.
This is real life, man.
Dude.
I promise.
He promises. I'm just gonna add, and just the grand news of the night. Phish has announced their 4-night New Year's Eve run at the Madison Square Garden in Manhattan, New York, December 28th through 31st. I mean, who want to guess that one? It's been 15. It's their 5th year in a row that they've played
the New Year's. You know, and this is also the 25th year they've been playing at Madison Square Garden, and so their first show on the 28th is going to be like either their 60th or 61st show at Madison Square Garden.
No way.
They are killing Madison Square Garden, bro.
Oh, my God.
They've been there since, like, I want to say, like, 97, 96, 97, like, something like that.
94.
94. They've been there for a minute.
If I could insert that meme that says "Take all my money,"
it's Phish.
It's Phish. If it's MSG, yeah. So
and it really will. But
and
it's a great time.
It's gonna be sick, dude. They're playing New York. They're playing Nassau College Ball. Obviously, Fall Tour is right in December too.
Oh, perfect.
So they're playing. Yeah, they're playing like 9. Let's see. I'm trying to do every show, the Fall Tour, and I'm not kidding.
Dude, do it.
I'm trying.
I'm gonna live vicariously through you because I can't do that. I got a job.
I do too, though.
I mean, you do have a job, but also like, well, I mean, I know. Well, freelance. I mean, it's
no. I get to pick and say. I hear what you're saying.
You can. I mean, you can do work like on the go just from your laptop. I mean, I know there definitely are shoots that you do have to attend.
I've done definitely like I had the Mohegan Sun run this summer. I definitely was. I like had like I had like this barbershop commercial that needed to be done that day.
Like.
And I had no choice, so I just did it from the hotel.
Yeah, see, like, I can't go to like some Rhode Island show and also like show up at like George Deli.
What's up? Yeah.
It's like some people that meet, so I can't make some sandwiches.
But I mean, it was cool. I mean, last year was both of our first New Year's run experiences.
That was such an amazing show too.
Seriously.
Like really
It is really what space smells like. You got a lot of awesome tunes. You got your First Lizards.
First Lizard, like, and that was just, and like with all the streamers coming down.
Yeah.
It was no, it wasn't your first show for Shooting Phish, was it?
No, it was like my 5th. No. So, no. Okay, so first time I shot Phish was Times Union Center. Then I shot him first night of New Year's Run 2018, which was really sick because, at least that show, they opened up with, We Have Come to Outlive Our Brains. And then they played Martian Monster into Axilla at just being like right in front of it. Like
that's gnarly.
That was cool. Like, and I was probably the most nervous I've ever been. Albany was like, holy shit, this is a dream come true. And like this was like Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, I'm living.
That's my second show I ever shot there at the time because the one time I was there before, I was at this birthday party and the night before I was up till like 5 a.m. and then like took a train from Long Island. Well, drove from Long Island to Croton and Hartman train station in Poughkeepsie, New York, just to take the train into the city to shoot Dead & Company.
Oh, man.
Like, this is, like, Fall Tour 2017 opener, and that was cool. But I was, like, way back by the soundboard when I was shooting. So this was my first time, like...
In front
at MSG. And, like, just feeling all... It's not pressure, but it's, like, you have your back to, like 15,000 people. And, like... The band that you fucking worships, right? I don't know. It's just like it's so sentimental, dude. And I don't know. It's like, and then like I made like there's a couple times where like I made eye contact with Mike, and I'm like, put my camera back up in front of my face.
Oh my god.
So I was thinking, if it's always an if when you get to shoot concerts, and if I do next time, I definitely want to wear like a shirt or like a hat that's going to make one of them laugh. I want to get something stupid. They'll be like, what?
Well, let's talk some shit ideas after the show.
Yeah. I don't know.
Bring them to you.
But
guys.
then, like, shooting them on like, I didn't mean to leave. Like, so they gifted me, Phish publicist gifted me a floor ticket on New Year's Eve. I hung out with you guys the whole time because it's like, dude, I'm not going to go, like, as much as, like, being on the floor on New Year's Eve, like, the best place you could ever be, like,
being with
the boys is more important. But then when I went down after they did Mercury, they announced the ball, and then they started doing more,
This is what Space Smells Like.
What is the name of the song?
Oh.
This is what Space I was like, you
I just feel like...
remember Mercury into... Fuck.
I always just assumed this is what space smells like. I feel like it's that abbreviated.
Say It To Me, Santos.
Say It To Me, Santos.
That is such a good song.
That was my first time ever seeing that song. I know they like kind of debuted it at the Halloween.
Like that Halloween that year, yeah. Which makes I was like driving up to. I was like, wow, I feel like I've gotten and heard these songs so much.
Yeah.
And it's that they haven't even been out for a full year yet.
Dude, and they're awesome songs.
Yeah, they really are.
Coming out with amazing fucking music.
That don't hurt very long.
Oh, I can't wait to get that one.
So bad.
Ooh.
So
Phish.
good. Yeah.
God damn you.
FOMO is real. I don't know why. Why do you
okay, I don't think I have FOMO when it comes to Phish, cause like I feel like when I do go to Phish shows, I still get great shows, so it's like, okay, when I see it, it's gonna happen for me. I feel like definitely like you and Jake, like you guys will like either like call me or just like talk to me. It's like when you see me, it's just like, dude, like, did you see what they played? Like, what the fuck, man? Like, dude, like it's all good.
You don't give a fuck. You don't lose. I'm like,
dude, like, you're hopefully.
It's like when they played Alpine Night 3 this year. Like they did Iculus and like a bunch
you were so upset.
I was like, I like woke up and I like saw the set list. And I was like, yeah, this is gonna be a bad day.
I feel like you called me that day to talk to me about that.
Yeah,
like, did you see what they played?
Yeah, sit down, Frank. Let's talk about this.
What's the answer about her today, man?
Yeah. So, before we wrap this shit up, just want to let you guys know that we put out a new video this week. 6 questions.
6.
With Breathe the Skyline. Awesome band. Death metal band. Deathcore band from Clifton Park, New York. And they actually have a show coming up. I believe it's the 29th. Open up for Agnostic Front, which is also, they're like the godfathers of that scene. And which is cool for them. And I got to learn a lot about what they like and what their background was. And just, it's cool to have, just see different pockets of music, especially like we want to promote we just want to promote music. So like if there's like a band like not a jam band or anything, we don't want you guys to think that we're just psychos about 4 guys from Vermont. Like we have taste in music.
Yes, we do.
And we want, especially for those coming up, we want to highlight them. So mirthisking518@gmail.com. Send us any information regarding any band that you would like to see, or even just any improvements or things you would like to see on the podcast as well. And we just want to thank you for listening. 26 episodes. We are a half a year into this shit now.
This is
by numbers. And just Doug, what have you been listening to and watching?
A lot. I feel like at this point when I was like just like writing all of this down so I wouldn't forget it for the podcast, it made me really feel like, damn, has this really been like an entire week since the last podcast? But what I've been listening to is Andy Frasco podcast. I finally got into it. You've been telling me about it for months. So like I kind of got into it like a couple days before we went to go see him, and I really just dove right into it. I listened to the like Ryan Montbleu one.
Oh, that's a good one.
Holly, the Brandon Taz, Neater
Hour, yeah.
Neater Hour. I see his name and I'm just like I don't know and I don't want to fuck it up. And also like he did like one with a comedian called Gary Goldman.
Oh my god, that was a good one. Yeah,
such a great one. Like that podcast is amazing.
Talking about anxiety. Like damn, that guy went through a lot. The way they
talk about mental health, I feel like it can really help out anybody who is just kind of dealing with their own things, because it really just kind of makes you put your own things into perspective. So it's like that's been an amazing podcast. Besides that, Joe Rogan Experience, everybody, you already know. All right, listen to a few of those. Rob Zombie, he was on this past week along with the Black Keys.
The Black Keys one. Ah, man, that one was a good podcast.
Fucking
hearing about Spotify and the Lil Wayne, Big Wayne thing.
Yeah.
Did you know when Lil Wayne didn't go to he pulled out of that show, at that Vegas show?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I just thought it was funny. They're like, all right, if you got Lil Wayne, we're gonna have Big Wayne, or whatever.
Dude. Yeah, no, I feel like they really just like expose a lot about just like like the behind the scenes of the music industry in that podcast. Like the Black Keys just kept it all the way real and
every way. Yeah,
they're
so a great band.
They're so fucking dope. Black Keys, you should check them out if you don't know them.
If you don't know them, you're fucking
Gold on the Ceiling.
Gold on the Ceiling.
And also Dan Aykroyd on, which I feel like he wrote like Ghostbusters and like a few other like really awesome movies, but like he also has his own vodka out now. I forget the name.
The fucking man.
And it's like in like the Crystal Skulls because he's like really into like conspiracies.
That's his podcast. I mean, that's his.
That's his vodka, yeah. Or his podcast.
I've seen that.
Yeah, apparently it's super fucking good.
It's expensive, dude.
It's expensive, but apparently it's super pure. He even like pours like the vodka over like Herkimer diamonds or like Herkimer quartz like before he like bottles it up. So like he doesn't know what it does. Apparently it just makes it really good. And like where Herkimer's come from.
New York,
baby.
Best state ever.
So I mean, we should try it out for the podcast maybe one day.
I'm not a vodka drinker, but hey, whatever.
You're a tequila drinker. Fucking man, you got this. Yeah. So yeah, I mean that's what I've been listening to. I mean like music's just been the same thing. Playlist, Andy Frasco, Change of Pace. His whole
fucking
album.
Sick.
I'm watching Netflix Hip Hop Evolution. It really just breaks down from like the very beginning of hip hop when it was like originating in Brooklyn when everything was on fire in like the fucking the 70s to like UGK, fucking not UGK, 3-6 Mafia, like all and everything in between, like B.I.G., Tupac, like fucking The Message, Sugar Hill Gang, like
Sugar Hill Gang.
It goes through literally so much of the history of hip hop and like why everything came to be and like the backstories of everything. So it really makes you feel like how when these things happen, like when they did, like may not think about it now, but just like it really puts it in perspective, like how crazy like and gnarly these things were that these people were doing back in the day. And also like a lot of good new music. Like I've now Freestyle Fellowship.
Oh, that's cool.
Like I
that
found out
was
about
cool.
them through that
show.
documentary.
Yeah,
and like, dude, they got amazing fucking music. It's all freestyle, all off the top of the dome.
Only
rappers take respect.
and those guys are only about the fucking music.
Dude, they're all about it. All about it. And besides that, another Netflix original, Mind Explained, which it goes into just like really like scientifically breaking down like what goes on in the mind when it comes to like memories and anxiety, dreams, like even when you take psychedelics, like what those do to you, and like a couple other things. Like, and it was really cool to just kind of like see like it really like, especially like when the anxiety one, like it really stood out to me. Just like pretty much what anxiety is just like our like primal instinct of just like, you know, when we're out in the wild and like we see like some big creature like a bear or like a lion or something, like that's just like our instinct, like okay, like fight or flight, like like it just really like kind of like broke that down, just how in like modern society like we aren't experiencing that, but like that kind of mechanism in mind is just like still like firing just like that. So it's just like really cool way to just like kind of hear about the mind and like kind of just like get a new understanding about it.
Yeah.
And that's what I've been watching and listening to. What about you, Frankie?
What I've been listening to, well, I have obviously the Frasco. I'm listening to a lot of Rush still. I'm like, I don't know. I'm hooked on them right now. Black Sabbath. I was doing some things, and then I don't know. I was just doing some things at my house, and then I was like, oh, Sweet Leaf, the song. Dude, I don't know. It was like, damn, good song, Master of Reality. That album is killer. Been getting back in a little more harder stuff.
There you go.
Just rock and roll. That's what Andy Frasco taught me. It was like, just turn the jam shit off, but like, dude, like, don't be afraid of your roots of what you like and like rock and this essence,
for sure.
The fucking spirit of rock and roll.
Oh yeah.
Like that's the only thing that matters.
I feel like in that kind of those roots kind of brought us into the jam festival kind of like easier. Totally. We kind of see like where this was coming from, you know?
Yeah, we saw what was happening.
It was going down.
And then when I was watching do a kickflip, Chris Cole, Barracks, awesome. And then Skateline MBD, just shout out Gary Rogers. The best, the funniest guy in skateboarding. No,
really is.
Hands down. And, but yeah, I was thinking, you know, been talking so much about the Afro, which, by the way, I got a sick picture of with Frasco and Rich Derbyshire or Richie Frasco. The Afro pic.
Dude, no, and the best part about that photo is like, I mean, we're just like standing like regular like length apart from each other, but because of all of our fros, it literally is just like one big fro with just like 3 people coming out of it.
Get your hotels for the summit, November 8th and 9th.
You
Seriously,
really gotta go. The summit.
That's a show I would. You guys were making fun of me for advertising the summit for Dance Camera Action last week. But you know what? There's a fucking reason to go there now.
There is. I'm not going to make fun of you for it.
No.
Queensbury Hotel.
So I'm thinking song, Ender.
P-Square. Well, I mean, we tried to open up with one, and I don't think any of you heard it because we were in the wrong channel on the soundboard. Yes. So we're going to...
I was going to say, why don't we end it with a Frasco song?
Let's end it with a Frasco song.
Mature as fuck.
Just give me 1 second to pull this up, ladies and gentlemen.
Or, yeah, I don't know. That guy has some, like epic songs. While he's looking that up, I want to advertise. I've been using this new portable camera. I mean, they're all pretty portable.
The party cam.
But, yeah, this is called it's a Sony HX99. I believe it has 18 megapixels, but I bought this pocket style camera so that I could shoot like just good light photos for just when I'm going out and seeing fish. I want to get some good CK5 shots, or just some practical stuff where I'm not carrying around my expensive DSLR. But I love this camera, and it's really fun to use. It's simple to use.
Sweet.
It's got flash, so if you want a blind Doug, it's all there. It's the same settings and same background as a Sony mirrorless camera. So if you're making the adjustment and you want to grow as a photographer, I really suggest getting something like this to at least figure out how to frame your shots. And just going back to with like something, I don't know why I say going back, but something that like pisses me off in the photography, like just industry, is like, you know, people judge you kind of based on your equipment, which is bullshit. Complete bullshit. And like, if you can't shoot on something like this and probably get, you obviously you're not going to get the quality you're going to get from a $4,000 Sony A7R III/IV, you know? But if you can properly frame your shot, at least it's going to look great.
Oh, yeah.
You know? And so don't ever be discouraged or think that the camera you have is not good enough or is holding you back in that learning aspect. Even with my iPhone, like I've gotten like one of my favorite cell phone, like my one of my favorite like light pictures from Phish with my cell phone.
Yeah.
And it really is the camera that's right with you at that time. And we've gotten some pretty good stuff
with,
on
like,
this.
the new iPhones, the XR. Well, I know they came out with the 11s already.
Yeah.
They got 3 cameras, but like even with the iPhone X,
Yeah.
like it's got a 4K camera. That's
For video, yeah. I mean, it's amazing.
Unbelievable. But like, dude, that just like the quality, like it's so fucking sharp.
Exactly.
Like you can capture anything with that thing. It feels.
Totally. No, you can. And so, like, just as just a photographer, I really just, you know, if you want to go down that path, you want to start learning about how to master or capture light, just use what you have. Like, that's all that fucking matters. It really is. Like,
Very true.
yeah, like, we have our setup the way we're doing it. But you know what? These are all tools now to us now. Like, I wasn't, like, just, like, you know, I don't know. You gotta step up, you know?
Yeah.
And like start with something like this.
Yeah. You gotta start somewhere.
You gotta start somewhere.
Like this soundboard didn't come out of nowhere.
Exactly. There was a little box before that. And you know, you grow. You learn, you grow. I don't know where I'm going with this. I just fucking love this camera. Just because it's fucking tiny. You bring it to the bar. It's awesome.
So dope.
You take pictures you don't remember taking, and it's like, yeah. Cool.
Me last weekend.
Exactly. Can't get a press pass to the show. Boom. Party cam.
Party cam.
Leader of the night, man. Champion of the sun. Mature as fuck.
Mature as fuck.
This has been episode 26 of the Mirth Films Kinda Live.
Kinda Livin' podcast and live stream. Check us out on Spotify and Apple Music. Well, not Apple Music. Apple
iTunes.
Like iTunes. Apple Podcasts. SoundCloud. We out here.
Mirth-films.com.
You know
where to go.
You know where we are.
Leader of the night, man.
Andy Frasco and the UN. Mature as fuck. Have a wonderful night, everybody.
Have a good night, guys. Thank you.
Well, I take Viagra in the morning. I drink a Red Bull at 3 a.m. I took your sister to a cockfight, and in a fist fight, she always wins. It's a regular day, but to you it might be insane. Well, we took the car out, and we crashed it, and we blamed it on someone else. I know that karma is gonna get me. I still can't waste it all by myself. It's a regular day, but to you it might be insane. Come on. Hey, don't tell me what to do, 'cause I'm mature as fuck, and go where I wanna go. Hey, don't tell you what to do, 'cause I'm mature as fuck, so leave me the fuck alone. reggae, Germany. I will always be myself. Come on. I can't be somebody else. Blah, 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 blah. I will always be myself. Yeah, come on. I can't be somebody else. Hey, don't tell me what to do. 'Cause I'm mature as fuck. Go where I wanna go. Hey, don't tell you what to do. 'Cause I'm mature as fuck. Go where I want. 'Cause I'm mature as fuck. I do what I want. 'Cause I'm mature as fuck. Leave me the fuck alone. Leave me alone. Oh, leave me alone. Yeah, leave me alone. Hey, don't tell me what to do. 'Cause I'm mature as fuck. Go where I wanna go. Hey, don't tell you what to do. 'Cause I'm mature as fuck. So leave me the fuck alone. 'Cause I'm mature as fuck. So leave me the fuck alone. 'Cause I'm mature as fuck. So leave me the fuck alone. Oh yeah. Danke, danke. Are we feeling